Extreme Track Toys, which, besides being the longest set of cars in the game, because it's pretty ridiculous how many cars there are, and how many of them are going to be missing from the store, which is going to be kind of annoying. But it's also the most uncontrollable set of cars in the game, but also the most fun. Let's begin with, that. Okay, the 2013 Ariel Atom 500 V8, which costs 108,000 credits, starts at S2 974, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle, has a 6.5 in speed and 8.9 in handling, a 9.6 in acceleration, and 9.3 in launch. Wow. And a 10 in braking. Next is the 2016 Aston Martin Vantage GT12, which costs 400,000 credits. Starts at S1865. It is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the front. It has a 6.8 in speed, an 8.1 in handling, an 8.5 in acceleration, and 8.3 in launch, and a 9.8 in braking. Next is the first of many cars that aren't in the store, the 2013 Audi number 45 Flying Lizard Motorsports R8 LMS Ultra, which starts at S2 960, is rear-wheel drive with probably an engine in the front, I would guess. Has a speed of 7.6, a handling of 9, an acceleration of 9.2, a launch of 9, and a braking of 10. Next is the 2014 BAC Mono, which costs 160,000 credits. It starts at S1 900, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle. It has a 6.3 in speed, and 8.5 in handling, and an 8.9 in acceleration, an 8.4 in launch, and a 10 in braking. There's also the 2014 BAC Mono Horizon Edition, which has the speed skills. It is seemingly the same stats as the regular one, unless I screwed something up, but again, possibly, I don't know. Next is, it's not on the list either, the 2014 Bentley Continental GT3 M Sport not N degree 7. There's literally like a degree sign in the name. I don't know why. It starts at S2 959. It is rear-wheel drive, probably with an engine in the front. It has a 7.4 in speed, a 9.1 in handling, a 9.1 in acceleration, an 8.5 in launch, and a 10 in braking. And another one, not in the store, the 2014 BMW number 55 BMW Team RLLZ4 GTE, which starts at S2 952. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine probably in the front again. The speed of 6.4, a handling of 9.2, an acceleration of 9, a launch of 8.7, and a braking of 10. Next is the 2013 Caterham Superlight R500, which costs 82,000. Starts at A751. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. Is 5.8 in speed, a 6.8 in handling, an 8.4 in acceleration, a 7.9 in launch, and a 7.9 in braking. Next is not the Donkervert, the 2014 Chevrolet number 3 Corvette Racing Corvette C7.R. And as you're seeing a lot of these like special extreme track toys with like the racing things have kind of redundant names, but we're just gonna ignore it for now. Starts at S2 954, is rear-wheel drive with an engine probably in the center, or not the center, the middle. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing. A speed of 7.4, a handling of 9, an acceleration of 9, a launch of 8.5, and a braking of 10. Next is also not in the store, the 2014 Dodge 93 or number 93 SRT Motorsports Viper GTS R, which starts at S2 950, is rear-wheel drive with an engine probably at the front. Is a speed of 7, a handling of 9, an acceleration of 9, and launch of 8.7, and a braking of 10. Next is finally 2013 Donkervert D8 GTO, which costs 175,000 credits, starts at S1828, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, is a 6.4 in speed, a 7.5 in handling, an 8.7 in acceleration, an 8.2 in launch, and a 9.1 in braking. Next is the 1996 Ferrari F50 GT, which costs 1.2 million credits. It starts at S2990, which is ridiculous. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle. It has an 8.3 in speed, a 9.1 in handling, a 9.5 in acceleration, a 9.1 in launch, and a 10 in braking. Next is the 2014 Ferrari FXXK, and prepare to see this one for a while, which costs 2.7 million credits, starts at S2998, which is one of the highest starts in the game, without having to even do anything. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle. It has a 7.9 in speed, a 9.3 in handling, a 9.6 in acceleration, a 9.2 in launch, and a 10 in braking. Next is a string of 6 cars that are not in the store. The 2014 Ferrari number 51 AF Corsa 458 Italia GTE, which starts at S2952, is front wheel drive. I think that says rear wheel drive actually. Engine probably in the middle. Is a speed of 7.2, handling of 9, an acceleration of 9.1, a launch of 9.1, and a braking of 10. Next, the 2010 Ferrari F59. It doesn't have an F after the Ferrari. The Ferrari 599XX, which starts at S2947, is rear-wheel drive, probably with a mid-engine or maybe a front engine. I don't know. Oh, it's Ferrari, so it's probably a mid-engine. It has a speed of 7.5, a handling of 8.6, an acceleration of 9.2, a launch of 8.7, and a braking of 10. Next, the 2016 Ford number 55 Super Cheap, which doesn't concern the price. I don't know. It's actually the brand on the car. The number 55 Super Cheap Falcon FGX, if that's what that says, because I can't read it, because I wrote it. It starts at S1900. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, probably. A speed of 6.4, a handling of 8.2, an acceleration of 8.7, a launch of 8, and a braking of 9.8. Next, the 2016 Ford number 66 Ford Racing GT Le Mans. That's it. It starts at S2966. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle, I would assume, for a Ford GT. Speed of 6.7, a handling of 9.2, acceleration of 9.1, a launch of 8.5, and a braking of 10. Next, the 2015 Ford number 17 Xbox Racing Ford Falcon FGX, which starts at S1900, just like the number 55 Super Cheap one from before. It's rear-wheel drive, probably with an engine in the front, and it has literally the same stats as the number 55 Super Cheap one from before. Which, whatever. And next is the 2016 Holden number 22 Sharkbite HRT VF Commodore, which has literally basically all the same things as that Ford Falcon FGX that, some of the past two have had. So I'm not going to read them. But, S1900 makes sense, whatever. Next is the 1978 Hoonigan Ford Escort RS 1800, which costs 150,000 credits, Starts at S1807, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the front. It has a 6.2 in speed, a 7.4 in handling, an 8.4 in acceleration, a 7.7 in launch, and an 8.7 in braking. Next is the 1965 Hoonigan Ford Hoonicorn Mustang, which costs 1,000,000 credits. It starts at S2,962. It is all-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It is a 9.5 in speed, a 7.9 in handling, a 10 in acceleration, a 10 in launch, and a 9.3 in braking. Those are some ridiculous stats. Next is the 1992 Hoonigan Mazda RX-7 Twerk Stallion, which costs 30,000 credits. Starts at S1825, is rear-wheel drive with its engine at the front. It has an 8.6 in speed, a 7.1 in handling, an 8.4 in acceleration, a 7.6 in launch, and an 8.4 in braking. Next is the 1991 Hoonigan Ra Welt Begriff Porsche 911 Turbo, which costs 160,000 credits. Starts at S1855, is rear-wheel drive with its engine in the rear. It is a 6.9 in speed, a 7.9 in handling, and an 8.5 in acceleration, and 9 in launch, and an 8.8 in braking. Next is the 2005 Hot Wheels Ford Mustang, which, why is the paint job like that? It's so weird. It costs 50,000 credits. Starts at S1900. It is rear-wheel drive with its engine at the front. It has a speed of 7.2, a handling of 8.2, an acceleration of 8.7, a launch of 8.1, and a braking of 9.7. Next is the 2016 Jaguar F-Type Project 7. It costs 190,000 credits. It starts at S1804. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine at the front. It has a 7.2 in speed, a 7.2 in handling, an 8.2 in acceleration, a 7.8 in launch, and an 8.7 in braking. Next, well, there's also the 2016 Jaguar F-Type Project 7 Horizon Edition, which has the XP Boost. It starts at S1830. It is rear-wheel drive as well. It has a 7.2 in speed, which is the same as 7.5 in handling, which is a slight improvement. An acceleration of 8.3, which is also a slight improvement. A launch of 8, which is a slight improvement. And a braking of 9.1, which is, again, a slight improvement. Next, the 2013 KTM X-Bow R, which costs 105,000 credits. It starts at S1826. It is rear-wheel drive with its engine in the middle. It has a 5.3 in speed, an 8.1 in handling, an 8.8 in acceleration, an 8.8 in launch, and a 10 in braking. Next, some more cars that aren't in the store. The 2015 Lamborghini number 63 Squadra Corsa Huracan LP620-2 Super Trofeo, which starts at S2958, is rear-wheel drive with its engine probably in the middle, has a speed of 7.9, a handling of 8.9, an acceleration of 9.2, a launch of 9.1, and a braking of 10. Next is another Lamborghini, the 2011 Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, which starts at S2959, is all-wheel drive with its engine probably in the middle. Well, I mean, Lamborghini, I don't know. I think they're mostly in the middle. Anyways. It has a speed of 7.9, a handling of 8.8, an acceleration of 9.7, a launch of 10, and a braking of 10. Next is the 2000 Lotus 340R. Okay. Which costs 40,000 credits. It starts at A714, is rear-wheel drive with its engine in the middle. It has a 4.8 in speed, a 7.4 in handling, a 7.7 in acceleration, an 8.6 in launch, and an 8.7 in braking. Next is the 2009 Lotus 211, which costs 70,000 credits. It starts at S1801. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the middle. It has a 5.6 in speed, 7.8 in handling, an 8.5 in acceleration, an 8.6 in launch, and a 9.5 in braking. Next, the 2016 Lotus 311. It costs 150,000 credits. Starts at S1871. It is rear-wheel drive with its engine in the middle. It is a 6.4 in speed, an 8.1 in handling, an 8.9 in acceleration, 9.2 in launch, and a 9.8 in braking. Next is not on the list, or is not in the shop, it's the store again. The 2015 Nissan #1 Nismo Moto All-Tech GTR, which starts at S2 970. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. I don't remember how a GTR works. Anyways, it has a speed of 6.9, a handling of 9.5, an acceleration of 9.2, a launch of 7.2, and a braking of 10. Next is the 2010 Pagani Zonda R, which costs 1.7 million credits. It starts at S2 978. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the middle. It has an 8.1 in speed, a 9.1 in handling, a 9.4 in acceleration, an 8.9 in launch, and a 10 in braking. Next is the 2016 Porsche 911 GT3 RS, which costs 210,000 credits. Starts at S2 929. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine in the rear as well. It is a 7.8 in speed, an 8.6 in handling, an 8.9 in acceleration, a 9.3 in launch, and a 10 in braking. Also, there is the 2011 Porsche #45 Flying Lizard 911 GT3 RSR, which starts at S2 946, is rear-wheel drive. It has a speed of 6.5, an engine probably in the rear as well. A speed of 6.5, a handling of 8.9, acceleration of 9.1, a launch of 9.2, and a braking of 10. Next is the 2015 Radical RXC Turbo, which costs 330,000 credits. It starts at S2 971. It is rear-wheel drive with its engine in the middle. It has 6.9 in speed, a 9.2 in handling, a 9.3 in acceleration, an 8.9 in launch, and a 10 in braking. Next is the 2012 Ultima GTR 720, which costs 150,000 credits. It starts at S2 964. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the middle, and has a speed of 8.9, a handling of 8.7, an acceleration of 9.6, a launch of 9.4, and a braking of 10. And finally, the 2015 Ultima Evolution Coupe 1020, which costs 130,000 credits. It starts at S2 998. It has a 9.1 in speed, a 9 in handling, a 9.6 in acceleration, a 9.3 in launch, and a 10 in braking. And that is the end of Extreme Track Toys, which is one of the biggest groups of cars that exist in this game, and it's done. And next time it's Classic Muscle, which is also a pretty huge group. I don't think it's quite as big, although it just might be. I don't know for sure, though. I'm scared.